What's up, guys? Thought I'd give you guys another little update on the car. Try to do this as often as I can. Finally got the motor in the car. Solid polyurethane motor mounts. There's one there. And then for the front and rear, they're just little inserts that you put in between the stock mount. Then I got this other turbo. This is a 50 trim. It's a 48 AR. This is the cold side. This is the hot side. I mean, this thing is pretty tiny. And I got it because with the bigger turbo that my kit came with right over there, I was getting a lot of turbo lag and it would take forever to spool up. So I went with this smaller one so that way I can build boost quicker. And that way the turbo will spool up quicker as well. It's got the downpipe, which I'm going to have to get custom made again because now that this turbo is smaller, the old one is stuck out further out here and now this one's closer. So where it bolts into the rest of the exhaust is too long, so I'm gonna have to have the guy at the muffler shop cut it shorter so that way it can bolt on. Then finally got the intercooler back on because, man, just changing the turbo, I had to change a whole bunch of stuff. Like now I had to, this intercooler piping used to stick out like way out here. Now I had to trim it, and then I had to trim it twice, so that way I can get it as close as possible to here, but not actually hitting it. And then I had to cut back on this pipe, so that way this coupler would line up with the turbo, because before now it was way out here. And let's see. I mean, the wires are still a mess. I'll clean it up later. I just really want to get the car running right now, and I can do all this stuff as I go. And then I got new hoses, which didn't fit, so I had to cut right here because it was like doing different angles and stuff. So that's done. I didn't use all the plugs that I wasn't using before. I just cut them off. Like this one was from like, I think both of these two for the windshield fluid reservoir or bottle, and then this one was for this for the oil pressure. But since I have a gauge hooked up to it, I didn't need this one anymore, so I just chopped it off. So I'm not going to be using it. And also, I'm not going to be using the evap system, so I completely took that out. I just unplugged everything and tossed it, so that's what some of these are for. Yeah, so I won't need some of these plugs. The only plugs I'll need are for the lights. But overall, it's a lot cleaner now. Like this one's probably for like the AC fan, which I don't need because I don't have AC. So that's another one I can get rid of. This one's for the O2 sensor. So yeah, it's a lot of space. And then I did the the cruise control delete. So this whole area, like I can stick my hand in here, I can free move around. And it's so cool because during the day, or there's more light, you can actually see like the ground. It's like literally the only thing that's in here is the motor, and that's it. So that's pretty cool. And then got rid of that box. But now I just ordered a 420A non-cruise control cable since I got rid of mine, and I forgot I needed that, so now I have one on the way. And it's my clean ass wheels. I love these wheels. XXRs 527s. And then here's my my Greddy muffler that I got. It's a 2.5 inlet to a 4-inch tip. It's gonna look badass. It also comes with the a license plate cover, so that's pretty cool. It's like I just bought it for this. No, just kidding. Then I got my rotors down here, and then I got my brake calipers in my truck still. This is just a catch can. Also got some more hoses. My theme with my engine bay is just going to be blue, purple, and black. New valve cover gasket, because I thought mine was leaking, but it really wasn't. Actually, it was. Oh, that reminds me. So I'm replacing the valve cover gasket as well, because the old one, like around here, it was dry, but the cylinder 2 and 3, like oil was just getting into there. And like when I took the spark plugs out, or when I put the socket in, all that oil came out, and it was just, yeah. So my first start will probably be smoke coming out, because when I took the spark plugs out, all that oil probably went inside, or all the excess. So first start will probably smoke, and then that's it, because after that I didn't smoke at all. This engine doesn't burn oil or nothing, so that's pretty cool. It's my harness bar. My old turbo. See how much bigger this is? Yeah. Like, I think the little one's gonna be way better. It's gonna make power quicker. So that one I'll just have as a backup, or if someone wants it, or parts or something, who knows. And then my fan, I'm gonna have to order a couple more of those, because one doesn't cut it at all. I mean, if I'm driving, it's fine, but if I'm just sitting somewhere, my car will overheat after a while. And then I got some of the interior back in, or put back together, I should say. Oh, here's my flashlight. There we go. I put the wiring harness back in through the firewall over in the passenger side. And yeah, just gotta clean up a little bit and put the interior back together. I miss sitting in this car so much. Can't wait. Now that I have the flashlight, I can show you more. Like, there's so much free space back here. It's awesome. And then the intercooler, the radiator. I'm just mocking everything up so I know where to put the piping for the turbo. So it should be fine right there. Let's see, the valve cover I have outside because I'm taking off all the old paint. Might just leave it silver for now. See, but yeah, cannot wait until I can start driving this car again. Plus, I want to feel with that little turbo. It's gonna make a huge difference.